Welcome to the AlphaFound video series overview. The goal of this series of videos is to introduce and defend a new model for stock market dynamics. The new model predicts, as both a mathematical expectation and economic expectation, that low volatility portfolios will outperform high volatility portfolios on a risk-adjusted basis. That is, the long-observed positive alpha of low beta portfolios is not an economic anomaly that needs to be explained, but an expectation. It would be an anomaly if it didn't exist. This video, numbered 0, is intended for investment professionals. Students who have covered the capital asset pricing model in class should start with the next video, numbered 1. Carl Sagan has said, "Extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence." On the other hand, George Box said, "All models are wrong, but some are useful." The mathematics of the model is internally consistent and predicts ex ante the high alphas of low volatility portfolios. At a minimum, the model is useful. The nature of this and really any new model is such that it cannot be understood in just a few minutes. There are over 200 numbered mathematical expressions, many of which are trivial, but many are not trivial. They have to be derived, implemented, and absorbed. If it is any consolation, however long it may take you to understand the model, you can be sure it took me longer to derive. The pace of the videos is too fast for the content to be understood watching the first time. I recommend you stop the videos often and re-watch. There are no sponsors for the series who will benefit. Initially, there were 28 videos, each of which has been reloaded multiple times to correct for typos and one major renumbering of the mathematical expressions. Later, it seemed that more videos were needed. I will add videos as time permits, but there is no expectation that there will be regular updates. The first 8 videos after this one review the history and current state of capital market theory. They also describe what skills are needed if the model is to be understood. They are not intended to be comprehensive. For those who are comfortable with MPT, CAPM, Sharpe ratios, and multifactor models, you could begin with the 9th video called Setting the Table Part 1. As a practical matter, I don't think it's possible to understand what the model means if you skip videos after the first 8. Videos 9 and 10 introduce a few thoughts that will be used to motivate and derive the new model. Videos 11 through 20 have a simplifying assumption that gets removed in the 21st video. The simplifying assumption makes it much easier to understand the model and its implications without getting lost in the mathematics. When the assumption is used, it's called the naive model. When the assumption is lifted, it's called the full model. There are other simplifying assumptions, however, those assumptions pose no threat to the overall usefulness of the models. Videos 21 through 28 explain the full model. Anything that comes after the 28th video is largely a mystery, as I have not made most of those videos as of yet. Let me take a moment to provide a hook. If the world is divided evenly between a high beta and low beta portfolio, then in the new model there is a range of potential expected alphas for the same arithmetic mean return as shown in the graph, where the red curve is the expected alpha for the low beta portfolio, and the blue curve is the expected alpha for the high beta portfolio. This is not the same as potential realized alphas, but expected alphas in the sense of mathematical expectation, depending on conditions. Note that this means expected alphas fall on a curve. Expected alpha does not take on a point value until certain market parameters are set. I have left the horizontal axis unlabeled for the time being because I don't want to get too far ahead of things. If the potential expected alphas can vary without altering returns, then the potential expected betas must vary in concert with the alphas in order to keep the expected returns fixed. Similarly, for fixed average arithmetic returns, the expected Sharpe ratios can vary considerably. The justification for these graphs comes easily and naturally from the new model once it is understood. Certainly, there are some extraordinary claims ahead.